My name is Zak Gezon, and I am a graduate student in Rebecca Irwin's lab studying ecology and evolutionary biology. And I'm interested in the impact that humans are having on the world, and my favorite animals of all are insects, and specifically bees. And so I'm curious about the way that humans are affecting bees, and we're doing this by cutting down forests and having big agricultural areas, but particularly I'm interested in how climate change could be affecting bees and the role that they play in the ecosystem in terms of pollinating. About 90% of flowering plants are pollinated by insects and other animals. So it's really important that we figure out how climate change could be affecting plant reproduction, because a lot of the food that we eat needs to be pollinated by bees. So I work out in Colorado, and I'm studying how the timing of snowmelt affects plant reproduction and how much of that reproduction has to do with interactions with bees and how much of it is just due to the changing climate itself. So where I work, when the snow melts, plants start to flower, and so I can move that snow, simulating climate change, get plants to flower, and I see what happens. So in order for plants to reproduce, they all have to be in flower at the same time, right? And this timing of flowering is called phenology. It's just the study of phenomena, basically, when stuff happens. And because the world is getting warmer, phenology is changing worldwide because phenology oftentimes cues in on temperature. So the world gets warmer, and the phenologies of a lot of organisms are happening earlier and earlier and earlier. And this can have major consequences, because what if the bees don't arrive at the same time as the plants? You could have a mismatch in the timing of when the plants and their pollinators are in the same place. And plant reproduction could suffer because of that. And so what I'm doing is I'm simulating early phenology, like we would expect from climate change, and I'm seeing what happens to plant reproduction and what happens to the interactions with their pollinators. Is there a phenological mismatch? Do all of the plants just die for some other reason, like dying of frost? Is it a combination of both factors? And so the focus of my dissertation is to try to tease apart the intricacies of this relationship. And I'm hoping that over the course of my research, I will be able to help elucidate what's actually going to happen given climate change to plants and their interactions with pollinators. And I feel that this is very important because of the massive role that bees play in our economy, for natural ecosystems, and also for agricultural systems and our food security.